Maggie Falvey. In this episode of In the Kitchen with Realty Austin, I want to show you how to make my favorite recipe of all. My grandmother, Siti Fronya, her favorite baba ganoush recipe. Siti means grandmother in Lebanese. So let's start, it's yummy. Here are the ingredients you want to put together and all the utensils for doing your baba ganoush the Lebanese way. We're going to start with 3 large eggplants. And what we're going to want to do with these, this is really important because you don't want these exploding on your grill or on you. You want to stab them with a fork. You can also, if you don't want to do them on the grill, if it's a rainy day or something like that, you can do them in the oven on a cookie sheet at 450 for 20 minutes. I'm going to have my husband Tommy take them out to the grill and we're going to grill them up. Okay, so first we're gonna have a lot of, I'd probably use 3 to 4 large buttons of garlic. You just stick it in there like that, and you just squeeze it, and there's your garlic. We continue like that until we get all the garlic pressed, and then press it. You have to be really strong sometimes to do that, and you get garlic everywhere, but that keeps all the vampires away. I think garlic, they don't like it. But anyway, then what we want to do is we want to use about 3/4 cups of tahini. And then you want to garnish it with chopped parsley and this wonderful olive oil. I'll show you how to do that later. And salt and pepper to taste. And we're going to do some jicama in case you're gluten intolerant. And these wonderful siete tortillas. They're awesome. They're gluten intolerant. The way my grandmother used to do it, the really way the Lebanese do it is with the Lebanese unleavened bread. And I'm going to show you a YouTube of her in the 50s and the 60s of her flipping that bread and making that unleavened bread. It's really a great video. Now I've got this jicama here, and I'm going to use this to dip my baba ganoush with because I don't usually eat gluten. But anyway, the way to do that is you want to peel your jicama. After a long jicama peel, we get ready to cut it now. So we want to cut the little tops off. That's pretty easy to do. Then we want to cut that in half like this. And then you can start cutting your jicama. If you want to make them a little bit smaller for dips, you can cut them that way so you can have these little triangles for scooping. And that's your jicama. And now we've got our parsley in our jars. It's a great way to do it, guys, to be able to salvage your parsley. And you want to just pull off some leaves of parsley. You know, everything is in presentation, as my Aunt Margie used to say. And shove them together like this, and we just start chopping it up. And my mother used to say you have to hold your mouth right, so hold your mouth right while you're doing it. Now we're going to chop it really fine, so just put it in a little mound and just rotate your knife. You got your parsley all diced up fine. Okay guys, now we're going to do the siete tortillas. Now I use either the almond flour, you can use either one, but I use a cast iron, one of my favorite cast iron pans to cook them in. And we'll put one on there and let it, once it bubbles a little bit, then we'll flip it. But they'll get crispy and you can break them into triangles and it's just as good as pita bread. I think it's better really. So you just want to go ahead and flip them. And once it's done like that, then we'll put it in the plate and we'll cover it so it stays warm. And that's the way you do it. Okay, now we're gonna look here and look at that yummy roasted eggplant. Now we got our eggplants off the grill and they're still a little bit warm, so you have to be a little bit careful with them. But you want to just go ahead and slice them open a little bit here. And then just your skin pretty much comes off. Sort of spread it out like that. And sometimes you're going to have little pieces of the charred eggplant in their skin, but you can pick them out. And then if they're real small, leave them in there because it gives them a really nice smoky flavor. What I like to do is just go ahead and scoop it like this. And you can feel it when it's hardened. It's not, that's where the tip is, so you don't want to mess with that. Now that we've got our eggplant scooped out of the shells or out of the skins, we want to put it in a colander and strain all the water out. We're going to do that. That way it won't be too watery because it sweats. Okay, now that we've strained our eggplant, I always like to put it in a really pretty bowl. And this one's got flat edges here, and it's easier to mash it. So I like to use this one, and then you can leave it in there and serve out of that. It's great. So we'll just mash it. And if you feel any little hardened pieces like that, you want to just pull them out of there. And then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. So we've got our crushed garlic. We want to go ahead and add that. And then we want 3/4 cup tahini. So it's probably going to be about 4 tablespoons. 4 heaping. I don't like to measure. Okay, now we're going to mix it around. Add a little salt and pepper. Use Himalayan salt. Then you can taste it and make sure it's okay. And then fresh ground black pepper. And then stir it around. And then come back for our taste test. Okay, now we're ready for the taste test, all garnished and ready to go. So I'm gonna grab me a little slice of jicama, give me a little scoop here, and Tommy, come over here, baby, and try it.
All right.
He's making a lutmi.
One of my favorites.
Lutmi is like a scoop in bread. Lutmi means scoop in Lebanese. It's the bread we use.
Thai bean. Thai bean.
Extremely Thai bean.
Fantastic, a double dip.
You're not supposed to do that. Thanks for joining us in our Lebanese kitchen. Love you guys.